Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers document that Electra Forrester, Lania Grace, is in shock. Who wouldn't be after a dead woman announces she's pregnant with your boyfriend's baby? Luna Nozawa's, Lisa Yamada, reign of soapy terror appeared to bluntly end when Liam pumped a bullet into her gut at close range. But Lee Nozawa, Naomi Matsuda, felt a pang of conscience and provided extraordinary operating room care and saved her granddaughter's life. That led to Luna being coaxed back to full health and protected by two grandmothers, which also included Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown. It was that combination and their shared belief that Luna deserved yet another chance that enabled her immoral targeting of Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, at his promotion party. Why did Katie Logan, Heather Tom, believe her son needed to have a party? Yes, Will performed well as an intern at Forrester Creations. And yes, his efforts led to being promoted to a full-time position. But the party Katie approved of felt like a performance trophy in this version of Los Angeles, California. Add to the above an open bar and a throng of people who were chronologically adults, but whose behavior spelled immature teenager or possibly bawdy college students all day and night. If not for this party, Luna wouldn't have had the opportunity to create a permanent genetic connection with Will. But the party happened, Sheila provided Luna with the particulars, and she exploited the scenario. Will did not intend to get so drunk that he couldn't tell the difference between Electra and Luna. However, he did want to drink and wasn't paying close enough attention to the wigged bartender behind the makeshift counter at Il Giardino. So Bill never believed that Luna would repay his kindness with an infinite degree of ingratitude. Katie didn't anticipate trouble at a questionably necessary party where many people would be heavily drinking. Maura's character assumed Luna was dead. Because of the supercharged inebriated state she put him in, he had no reason to believe she wasn't Electra. His forced trip to outer space was followed by a crash landing, where Luna revealed she's pregnant with his child. Electra doesn't have much time. Teasers indicate that Bridget Forrester, Ashley Jones, will administer a paternity test this coming week. Luna is fully confident that Will is the father, with her self-talk scenes seemingly confirming that reality. So if that proves true, Electra will need to decide if she can handle Luna and the baby being part of Will. No one would blame Electra if she took a break from this drama. But Will's collapse will further deepen if the woman he loves is alienated by all that Luna plotted and has apparently achieved. In a shocking twist that promises to reshape the entire bold and the beautiful canvas, Electra Nozawa finds herself standing at a moral crossroads after a paternity test result detonates like a bomb through the Forrester and Spencer families. What began as quiet suspicion has exploded into chaos, leaving Will Spencer questioning his identity, Luna reeling in disbelief, and Bill Spencer prepared to wage war to protect his family's name. But as the dust settles, it's Electra, the enigmatic young woman caught in the center of it all, who must make an impossible choice that could either mend broken hearts or destroy everything she's come to love. For weeks, speculation swirled around the mysterious circumstances of Luna's pregnancy and Will's potential connection to the child. The whispers began with Steffi, of course, her intuition sharper than ever, her skepticism unrelenting. But behind the glamorous facade of Forrester Creations, quiet alliances were forming. Carter, Bridget, and even Finn found themselves pulled into the vortex, each trying to uncover the truth before it tore apart generations of Spencer and Forrester legacies. Electra, still relatively new to the Forrester orbit, had been Luna's closest confidant. She'd witnessed her friend crumble under the pressure of secrecy, guilt, and shame. And when Will, vulnerable and defensive, insisted on knowing whether the baby could be his, Electra had been the one to encourage honesty. But now that the test results are out, nothing could have prepared her for what they revealed. The paternity test result arrives in a simple white envelope, but its implications are anything but simple. Luna opens it trembling, her breath ragged, and when she reads the result, her knees buckle. Will rushes to her side, bracing her before she falls, But her silence says it all. The child, her baby, is not Will's. Bridget, who oversaw the test herself to prevent tampering, delivers the confirmation in person. The results are accurate, she tells the room, her tone both clinical and compassionate. There's no chance of error. Bill, who had come to support his son, feels both relief and fury course through him. So all this time, my boy's been made a fool. He roars, glaring at Luna. And by extension, the Spencers too. Luna, shaking and tearful, can't defend herself. Because even she doesn't know how things spiraled this far. But Will's silence cuts deeper than any of his father's words. He simply stares, face drained of color, eyes empty. A man watching his future vanish before his eyes. In that moment, Electra steps forward, desperate to diffuse the anger consuming the room. But no one is ready for what she has to say next. Before anyone throws stones, Electra begins, voice trembling, "There's something you all need to know." The room turns toward her. Bill's eyes narrow. Finn, sensing the gravity in her tone, instinctively moves closer. Luna didn't do this alone. Electra continues. There's more to this than what you think. She reveals that weeks ago, when Luna was being harassed by the press and tormented by guilt over her uncertain future, Electra made a decision she thought was helping. Luna had been terrified of Will's reaction, of Bill's wrath, of losing her place at Forrester. So, without Luna's knowledge, Electra had arranged a preliminary DNA test through a discreet clinic. The catch: the sample was mishandled. The result, one that initially suggested Will was the father, had been false. And when Bridget later conducted the official test to clear things up, the truth shattered everything Electra thought she was protecting. Luna turns to Electra, eyes wide with horror. "You did what?" "I thought I was helping you." Electra cries, her voice cracking under the weight of guilt. "You were breaking down, Luna. You didn't want to face Bill or Will until you were ready." "I just wanted to buy you time. I didn't think it would go this far." Will's jaw clenches as he realizes the depth of the deception. The pain in his eyes is raw. "So all this time, I was preparing to be a father, based on a lie." Bridget's face hardens with disbelief. Electra, tampering with medical results, even indirectly, is serious. "Do you realize what you've done?" The entire room feels colder now, as though the glamour of the Forrester estate has been replaced by something sinister. Electra's confession leaves Luna's friendship shattered, Will's heart broken, and Bill more determined than ever to find out who is the real father and make them pay. By the next day, Bill is already in full damage control mode. He calls his private investigator, Justin Barber, and sets him on a mission: find out exactly who fathered Luna's child, and whether Electra acted alone or under someone's influence. "I don't care how deep you have to dig," Bill growls, pacing in his office. "Someone thought they could humiliate my family, and I'm not letting that go unanswered." Katie tries to reason with him. "Bill, this isn't a corporate war. These are people's lives. Luna's, Will's, even Electra's." But Bill's fury isn't easily contained. "Katie, Will's been lied to. Manipulated. I watched my son light up thinking he had a child on the way, and then watched that light die. You tell me how I'm supposed to let that go." Still, even Bill's vengeance has a limit when he realizes that Electra isn't the villain he wants to see punished. She's a young woman drowning in regret. And that's when the story takes an unexpected turn. In the aftermath, Electra can't sleep. She replays the moment over and over: Luna's devastated expression, Will's heartbreak, Bridget's disappointment. She never meant to hurt anyone. She only wanted to give Luna a chance to breathe. But now her conscience won't let her rest. It's Finn who finds her the next morning, sitting alone by the Forrester fountain, head in her hands. "You did a terrible thing," he says gently, sitting beside her. "But you didn't do it out of malice, that matters." Electra shakes her head. "Tell that to Luna, she'll never forgive me. And Will, he looked at me like I was nothing." Finn reminds her that everyone at Forrester has made choices that spiraled out of control. "You can't undo it," he says, but you can decide what kind of person you're going to be next." Those words hit home. And when Finn leaves, Electra realizes she does have a choice, a chance to turn her mistake into something redemptive. As Bill's investigation unfolds, Justin uncovers something shocking. The real father of Luna's baby is not a stranger. It's someone very close to home. The father is Remy Forrester, the quietly ambitious cousin who's been working under Ridge in design. The revelation sends shockwaves through the Forrester mansion. When confronted, Remy admits the truth. "It was one night," he confesses. "Luna and I were both upset. She was overwhelmed. I was angry at Ridge for dismissing my designs. It wasn't planned." Remy insists he had no idea she was pregnant, let alone that Will was being blamed. For Luna, the confession is a final emotional blow, but also a strange kind of closure. For Will, it's confirmation that the family he dreamed of was built on falsehood. But for Electra, it's something deeper, an opportunity to finally make things right. After everything, the lies, the shame, the heartbreak, Electra makes a bold move. She decides to tell the press the truth. Against the advice of Carter and Ridge, she gives an emotional interview, admitting her role in the DNA test confusion and taking full responsibility for her part in the deception. "I made a mistake," she says on camera, tears glistening in her eyes. "Not out of cruelty but out of love and fear. I didn't want to see my friend destroyed. But the truth matters, even when it hurts." Her confession sends ripples through Los Angeles. The Forresters are furious about the media storm, but Finn quietly defends her, calling it an act of courage. Bill, surprisingly, chooses not to retaliate. He's still angry, but he recognizes something familiar in Electra's fierce loyalty. And then something remarkable happens. Will comes to see her. In a quiet moment at Il Giardino, Will sits across from Electra, studying her face. "You didn't have to do that," he says softly. "Go public, I mean." "I did." Electra replies, "because you deserved the truth." "Everyone did." He nods, taking a breath. "You hurt me, Electra. But I get why you did it. You were trying to protect someone. I've done worse things for the same reason." There's a long silence before Electra whispers, "Does that mean you forgive me?" Will's expression softens. "I don't know if I'm there yet. But I don't hate you. That's a start." And for the first time since the truth came out, Electra allows herself a small, shaky smile. By week's end, Electra's redemption arc begins taking shape. Steffi offers her a second chance at Forrester, impressed by her bravery. Finn continues to mentor her, and even Luna, though still distant, admits she understands. But in the closing moments of Friday's episode, a stunning twist hints that Electra's story is far from over. As she gathers her things at Forrester, she opens a small envelope slipped under her door, another DNA result. Confused, she opens it and gasps. The letter suggests there may have been a second tampering, and that the baby's paternity might still not be settled after all. Her eyes widen in shock as she reads the final line. "This is the corrected test. The child's father is not Remy Forrester, it's Will Spencer." Fade out. Next week promises to be one of the bold and the beautiful's most emotionally charged yet. Electra's moral compass will be tested once more. Will she tell the truth this time, even if it reignites the chaos she just worked to contain? Or will she bury the new result, fearing that another truth bomb could destroy Will all over again? Fans are already speculating that Bridget or Lai may discover inconsistencies in the lab records, possibly leading to a conspiracy involving someone else within Forrester Creations. Was the test deliberately altered again? And if so, by whom? One thing's certain. Electra's choice will change everything. And as Bill, Will, and Luna brace themselves for another round of heartbreak, the bold and the beautiful proves once again that no secret stays buried forever in Los Angeles, especially when love, loyalty, and legacy are all on the line. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our BOLD and BU to have Fuel UPDATE YouTube channel for more update news.